I'm still tingling.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can tell the camera's shaking a little
Yeah.
bit.
Woo! Hi, Andrew, about to see Spring Awakening at...
The Brooks Atkinson's Diet Theater.
This was on Broadway in 2008. I saw it, but I don't really remember it.
It was a bit of a cult hit. I think it was pretty transcendental for a certain generation of theater kids.
So we haven't enlisted help of a friend.
Of somebody from the generation that this was an important... Hello there, what are you doing?
Hi, it's Emily from Patty and Emily.
So, have you seen this before?
I did. I saw it when it was on Broadway, but as you said, like, vague memories.
Do you know what the plot is?
Kids having sex and doing drugs, and school's hard. You know, the same problems we had in the 1800s in Germany we still have today. Kids are committing suicide and stuff. Spoiler alert.
Wow.
School is very, very hard.
Well, let's go inside and see the first half of Spring Awakening.
Yay.
Did we forget to mention that this show is done with a predominantly deaf cast? And although it's sung and spoken, is also done in sign language entirely?
At first, I thought this was going to be a very thin gimmick that I'm going to get sick of really quickly, but they introduced such innovation.
At first, there was a bit of a sign language barrier. I got into it.
Yeah.
I found myself getting acclimated. After about 3 songs, I got into it, and I was like just swept away. I signed off on this show.
Basically, the show is high school students dealing with their own sexual awakening. It deals with homosexuality,
Masturbation.
S&M.
It covers
abuse.
everything.
It covers just about everything.
Oh yeah, sexual abuse, incest.
It has something for everyone, if you know what I mean. It's a joy to watch these kids on stage. It's as though the Matilda cast finally grew up and found out their own sexuality.
It is a bit like watching Matilda go through puberty.
Yeah. We'll see you after the second act.
Oh.
And I've never seen anything like this on Broadway or off-Broadway whatsoever.
Really, Andrew? You haven't ever seen anything like this on or off Broadway? I would say not since Tommy has disability and rock and roll combined to make such a fantastic musical theatrical experience.
One device that they had was every major character were played by 2 people. One that spoke the words and the other one that signed the word. And it's like the duality of those 2 characters mirrored the duality of the sexual repression and the sexual freedom that the show discusses.
This duality mirrors the overarching narrative theme of nature versus man, or, you know, society versus the individual, etc., etc.
Also, I think the message behind this show is probably more relevant than it was in 2008 when it was on Broadway. This Spring Awakening is definitely worth a revisit.
In the end, even though this show is set almost 125 years ago, it's timeless because teen angst is timeless.
So easily, 2 green lights for an energetic, inspired, innovative Spring Awakening on Broadway.